All right, Anthony. So we're focusing on page 1 and 2. I graded the ones that have already been turned in. Number 10 on page 2. Everybody go to number 10 on page 2. A lot of you, if you missed one, it was probably this one. If I just read the question, which ends in a question mark, how many cans of paint are needed per wall? So if it says per wall, how many walls are we talking about?
One wall.
One wall, a wall, right? One wall. So if I'm asking for one wall, that means that what number should go outside? The wall number. So the wall number goes outside. Now let me read the first sentence. 9 walls require 7 cans of paint. So which number would it go outside? 9, because it would represent the 9 walls. Now how many of you put 7? A lot of you put 7. So the trick of what we're solving one of, so what right here it says one wall, so that means that walls go outside. But a lot of students sometimes think like, oh, I'm going to put the smaller number outside. Smaller number goes outside. In this case, it is not true. The bigger number goes outside. And it is a repeating decimal. Some of you, same thing on number 12. It says, how many can he eat in 1 minute? So that means that minute is outside. Minute is outside. So go back and read the first part. Eric can eat 5 candy bars in 2 minutes. So which number goes outside? 2. And then 5 goes inside. Now some of you said 2.5 per minute. And then I wrote you a note saying your statement is not true. Do I have a complete statement here? It just says 2.5 per minute. Well, what does a 2.5 stand for?
Candy bars.
Candy bars, right? So some of you just wrote 2.5 and missed the key word of candy bars. So some of you are writing down the number and then per minute, per hour, like you're getting the per right and this word correct, but you're missing the word that goes in between the number and the per. All right, let's move on. Okay, today, very avid of me, I wrote actually a essential question. You're welcome. You could tell Miss Pañuelos that I, for once, wrote an essential question.
She'll give you a golden star.
She'll do an avid clap for me.
Power clap.
Ready? It's like,
Power
it
clap.
goes
1, 2,
No,
mine. Power clap.
She makes us do that every time. In the
I will let her know that my first period gave me a power clap. Thank you. I appreciate that. How do you graph a unit rate? So that's our essential question. Look at me.
Finding the one of.
It only took 24 weeks, but I gave you an essential question. At least I did it.
The firework, or whatever it's called.
It's
To be fair, every single day you do write in your agenda.
thank you. Sometimes I don't show it to you, but I do write in your agenda. I do actually do write. For your class, I do write. Don't ask me about 5th and 6th period. I don't.
Wow.
Hey, we're recording. All right.
Guys, she always writes a 5th and 6th.
Page 3.
We have to put her name in every page.
No. This was like once not a packet. Please do not write your name on every single page. All right. So as you can see, we have a lot of things going on this page. Okay? We have a graph, a table, some questions. So honestly, hopefully by the end of the period you realize, oh, this is the easiest thing in the world. I can do this. Okay. The cost of 5 cereal boxes is $10. What is the cost of 1 cereal box? So the math is not supposed to be hard. All the other stuff is. No, I'm just kidding. What is the cost of 1 cereal box? So we're looking for 1 cereal box. That means when I divide, what goes outside? 1 cereal box. So that means that boxes goes outside. Which number is the boxes? 5 cereal boxes. So that means that the 5, because it's cereal boxes, goes outside. What goes inside? The 10. So it's 2. So my unit price is $2. Okay? So that means that $2 per
cereal box.
per box. Okay. Now, when you're filling out your table, which number what represents your X, well represents your Y. Yes.
I'm pretty sure the Y represents the money and the X represents the box.
Mm-hmm. So what? Sorry, let me back it up. You're correct, Juan. What two things are we talking about in our story?
Cost and boxes.
Cost and boxes. Very good. Money and boxes. So one of these represents your money, and one of these represents your boxes, right? Because it's like whatever you're talking about, X and Y represent those two things.
I think X represents like number of boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So X represents your boxes, cereal boxes, and Y represents your money. Now, another way of telling is whatever is outside, that we determined was outside, goes here. And whatever is inside goes here. So what did the 10 represent? Oh, sorry. Yeah. What does the 10 represent? Money.
Money.
So that's why this is money. What did the 5 represent?
Boxes.
Boxes, cereal boxes. So goes here. So when you're dividing, maybe this is too much, it's always X outside and Y inside. It's in alphabetical order. X, Y, Z. So X, Y, Z. All right. So if I buy 0 boxes of cereal, how much is 0 boxes of cereal going to cost?
Nothing.
Yeah. 1 box? 2. 2 boxes?
4.
3?
6.
4?
8.
5?
10.
6?
12.
10.
20.
Nice. I sometimes trick kids right here, right? And they'll just keep going. With
So
the 4
isn't it just like the number right here times the unit price?
Mm-hmm. So, basically, good observation by Kevin. Isn't it this number, your X, multiplied by your unit rate? Yes. So whatever this is, you're going to multiply this by. So 1 times 2, 2 times 2, 3 times 2, 4 times 2. Okay? Yeah. It looks like a lot, but when we break it down, it's pretty easy. All right. Now, you see these lines right here?
Yeah, we're gonna number them.
This line is so that you can identify. This is your X and this is your Y, right? X always goes horizontal, Y goes vertical. What does X stand for? What are we talking about when we talk about X? Boxes, cereal boxes. So we label it. And what does our Y represent?
Money.
Cost, money. Those two words work. Either one of those words work. So you have your cereal boxes as your X. Your Y represents your cost of money. All right. We can go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, do you want to make this easy for yourself? Yes. Okay. Your Y. Are you creating this graph? Or was this graph already created for you?
I think it was already created for you. We're setting it up.
You're setting it up, right? All I gave you was grid paper. But was it already numbered?
No.
No. Are you numbering it? Okay.
Yes.
So there is an awesome way when you do it. Always remember, if you do it, you're going to make it easy for yourself. If someone else did it for you, they're going to make it harder. So to make it easy, your Y, what do you think we should go up on our Y's?
2.
No, 2.
2s. Why?
Because that's how much it
Because
costs
the
per
10
box.
The 10 equals 20, but it only reaches up to 12.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that too. But aren't we going up by 2s here?
Yeah.
So shouldn't we just make that going up by 2s? Yeah. You're creating it. You can make it whatever you want. So I'm going to go up by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'm going up by 2s. If you are creating it, you can go up by whatever you want. I mean, we can go up by 5. We can go up by 1. Well, what's the best number to use? 2s, because your table is going up by 2s. All right. So 0 boxes cost how much?
$0.
$0. Let's focus, Anthony. So there's a dot right there at the origin. 1 box,
$2.
2 boxes,
$4.
3 boxes,
6.
4,
8.
8, 5,
10,
6,
12,
12.
7,
14.
and 8, 16. It'd be easier if you You do it on your own.
It's a line.
Okay, is it a line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a straight line?
Yeah.
Did you guys notice a couple
On your homework?
on the
Yeah.
homework it asked you if you were a straight line or not?
Yeah.
The reason is because when we go into this, if it's not a straight line, we have a problem. It's a big problem. I don't think you're ready to know why. You're not ready for it.
I got
Why?
why.
You're not ready. You're not ready. I'm sorry.
Not
Feels like a
laughing
movie
like
Hello.
You're not ready yet. You're not
I'm
ready.
so ready right now.
No, you're not. You're
I'm
not.
very ready.
Tell us.
You'll be ready in a week. Don't worry.
Tell us.
All right. Not yet.
You promise?
Yes. Okay.
Remember.
1, 2.
Promise.
Let's go. Number 1. What does the point 1 comma blank mean in the context of the problem? So what number am I missing there?
2.
2. So plug it into 2. Now we're talking about in your graph, what does this point right here mean? What does the point 1 comma 2 mean in the context of the problem?
$1, $2.
Yes. So when it says context of the problem, you're not just telling me like, oh, it's just numbers. You're telling me in a story. So what does 1-2 mean in the context of the problem? 1-2
1 box for $2.
means 1 box cost $2. So you have to put it in like a statement.
What does 0, 0 mean?
What does 0 mean in the context of the problem? So what does...
$1
$0 is because $0.
Very good. So this point right there. 0, 0 means 0 boxes cost $0. As simple as it may be, that might be a question on the state test. 0, 0 mean.
Now we choose our own.
I will choose.
You choose.
I choose. Sometimes you choose. 612. What does the point 6 comma 12 mean in the context of the
6
problem?
boxes, $12.
Very good, Juan. All right, write that down. Write a good sentence, statement for number 3. What does the point 6 comma 12 mean in the context of the story?
What is what? 6, 12?
612. 6 comma 12. Isn't it? Pretty cool. 6 comma 12 means 6 cereal boxes cost $12. Easy enough?
Wait, what? We have to do all those?
Let's do it again. Yay!
Now this is gonna get boring. Boring.
No, they changed. I haven't taught you everything I need to teach you with this. I taught you a lot right now.
And another one. And another one.
All right. The cost of 4 notebooks is $10. What is the cost of 1 notebook? So what are we finding one of?
Cost a notebook.
No.
1 notebook.
1 notebook. Okay. So
10 divided by 4.
1 notebook. Right? We're finding 1 notebook. So that automatically tells you that X is notebook. So whatever you're finding 1 of per, that makes it your X. So I know that my X is going to be notebook. Why? Before I do any math, whatever I'm finding 1 of, that will become your X. Okay? So whatever you're finding 1 of becomes your X. What other thing am I talking about? Cost. So that means your cost will be Y. So my trick, my shortcut is whatever you're finding 1 of, that goes on your X. If you're ever confused, what's my X, what's my Y, whatever you're finding 1 of is your X. So what number goes outside? 4. What number goes inside?
10.
10. Now if you need more room to divide, you can always go over here and divide it out. You know, this is just a very small little box. Here,
2.5.
good. 2 times 4 is 8, remainder 2. I add a decimal, I add a 0, and I bring it down. So how many times does 4 go into 20? 5. How much is that?
2.5 for notebook.
Yeah, so it is $2 and is that 5 cents or 50 cents?
50 cents.
Good. All right, let's fill in our table. If I buy 0 notebooks, how much is 0 notebooks going to cost me? $0. What if I buy 1 notebook?
$1.5.
All right, go ahead and quietly fill out the table, and then I'll call on some of you to help me fill out my table. So slow. Don't mess up on the last one.
I already did.
I already did it and I realized and I was like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, be careful with the last one. That's where I get you. I mean, not on purpose. So keep adding 250, 250, 250.
What did you mean? When you think of Boston, losing the whole context, and you have a teacher was there.
All right. Anthony, what goes in the next to the 2 on the X?
On the edge?
Well, what goes next? See, 2?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 5.
Good. Elizabeth, what goes next to the 3?
7.5.
Thank you. Daniel, what goes next to the 4? Okay. And then, like, the 10, it makes sense, right? It says 4 notebooks, so 4 notebooks, $10. That tells it to you in the story, right? Jadalyn, number 5. 5 notebooks. 12.50. Good. Juan, what goes next to the 6 notebooks?
$15.
15. And class, what goes next to the 8?
20.
20.
Good.
Oh, you have to put 0.
So
We have to skip.
Gente.
Hopefully I didn't trick you.
No, you didn't. You almost got me last time though.
Okay, what does my X represent? Now let's graph it. What does my X represent? Notebooks. So you label it, notebooks. What does my Y represent? Cost or money. Okay. Cha-ching. All right. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I didn't say this on the first example, but I'm assuming you guys know. Notice how I'm numbering the lines. I don't put the number in between the boxes or in the middle. I number the lines. So make sure you're numbering the lines, not the boxes. All right, what should I go up on my Y?
2.5.
2.5.
Oh, I get it. It's a straight line again.
2. I mean, you can kind of copy what you did, except for the last one. What mistake? Okay, so I'm going to make a mistake here, because this is what I see. So this is a mistake that I see kids do. They'll like copy all of this,
Oh.
and here, what do? They forget to skip, right? So we skip the 7, but they don't skip it here. So be careful. Be very careful, especially on the ones that we skip. So this should not be 20, right?
There's usually 17.5.
17.5 and then 20. So careful, because that's a mistake we see. And then we graph it. 1, 250, 2, 5, 3. And it should be a straight line. Should be a straight line. All right. Question number 1. What does the point 1, comma
2.5.
2.5 mean in the context of the problem?
It means one notebook costs 2.5. $2.50.
Good. 1 math notebook cost $2.50. what does 0, 0 mean in the context of the problem?
0
Zero notebooks cost $0.
Good. 0 notebooks cost $0. Let's see, what point do I want? 6:15. No, I keep picking 6, huh? 2-5. 2-5. All right, what does 2-5 mean?
Means 2 notebooks cost $5.
Good. 2-5 means 2 notebooks cost $5. Easy enough? So, I'm glad because I have a shortcut to teach you. You know me and shortcuts. So everybody did this. What'd you guys get for 6? 6 pounds is $3, right? Yeah. It even tells you in the story that 6 pounds is $3. Now, there's a couple ways to do it. Here is a great way to recognize patterns. So Ariel, pay attention because this might be useful in the next page. How do I go, ask yourself, how do I go from 6 to 12? What did I multiply 6 to get to 12?
2.
So this is times 2 going this way, right?
And you do this.
So I can do the same thing here. Times 2. So what's 3 times 2? 6. Now there's a couple of ways to do it, but here's a different way that maybe not all of you did it. But so if you like, hey, I can go from 6 to 12. How do I go from 6 to 12 times 2? So I can take this one and multiply it by 2. So the correct answer for 12 is actually 6, not a different number.
I got 6.
Good. Yay us.
Same.